back to where I've been. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known that would have kept me from the one I had today.
Oh, good morning, good morning. Going to interrupt my guys. Couldn't let them play through, but we got a lot to talk about. Good morning. This is 1100 WSG. I'm U-Turn Laverne, and this is a little thing we call One Street Over. And yes, that was our own Ridgetop Ramblers playing us in, as they will be this weekend, because it's time for the Kilgore Station Bluegrass Festival. I'm so excited. Y'all smile. Y'all so tired. David and Barry are in here, and they're worn out. But I'm excited. I'll be excited enough for both of us. How about that?
David's been working overtime.
Get on that bike.
I'm not tired at all.
You're not tired at all. You liar. You liar. Barry Richards and David Mitchell are in the house, and David's playing on that song. People ask, they're like, what is that song y'all played at the first of the show? That is One Street Over. That's a song. First time I heard it was probably the first year we had the festival. I just loved it. And it's original. It's a Ridgetop Rambler original. And I remember I asked y'all, I said, hey, one of these days I might do a podcast. Can that be my theme song? And who knew? I mean, it took a few years, but then, they came to me and said, hey, can y'all do that show? And I went, hey guys, go. And then that's the name of it. It's just perfect, because we look at what's going on one street over every morning, and I love how God just kind of lines stuff up and just makes it work. It's so good. Anyway, come on.
Good morning.
It's the festival weekend.
It's here.
I'm wearing my shirt.
There you go.
How about that?
There you go.
Lee Marie
once the festival gets started, we can sit down and rest. But until then,
take a breath.
Anybody wants to help set up a tent, we're going straight there from here.
Okay. I suggested my husband, but he's like,
he's asleep.
He's snoozing. He's snoozing. He works nights up at the Electrolux lab, so he'd kill me. But
we're getting ready. Absolutely.
Yeah. He could have stayed up. See, he'll do that sometimes when he has things going in the morning. Sometimes he'll just stay up. If you'd have called me, man. If you'd have called me, I could have said, hey, Mark, just stay up and help him put this tent up. And then he could have gone to bed. So, but anyway, oh, well, I'm excited, guys. Okay.
So coming up Friday night.
Let's do it.
All day Saturday. And we're going to start Friday night at 5 with the Dan Kelly Junior Fiddle Contest.
Right.
And it's for 13 and under. Some of the early materials we sent out, we said 12 and under, but we changed it to be 13 and under. And David, has Marlon got a lot of folks lined up for that?
He does. He has a lot of people he's got all of his teachers are mostly coming to help. A lot of the students, are that Dan had is going to be there.
That's excellent.
And this started out before the corona hit. Dan had come to me and he had said that he would like to get a junior fiddle contest back in the county. And we used to have one at Adams, and of course that went by the wayside. So he said, I'd really like to do something for the kids, and not, so they don't have to drive so far to go to a contest. And I said, well, let's just do it. So, in that being said, then we're hoping to have a lot of his kids there, for the memorial for Dan.
Yeah, and it's a great opportunity for those parents and grandparents to see those kids perform on that cool stage at the park, because that's going to really kick things off. And then as that contest wraps up, we'll be preparing to move the band, or the accompanying musicians will be at one end of the barn like we did last year. We'll have all the doors open, so you don't have to be up in the in everybody's business. If you want some social distancing, you can spread out. Bring your lawn chairs. We'll say that multiple times. But then we're going to have a square dance caller coming in from Nashville. Lee Marie's going to be there to give us a line dancing lesson. And there'll be an opportunity maybe to do a little bit of two-stepping too. So it ought to be fun. We'll just play it by ear and have a good time hanging out all in and around the barn on Friday night. And then Saturday we start things at 10, and we have the whole schedule on the website. The Sassy Brown Bluegrass is going to be the first act that plays. They're from up around Brownsville, Beaver Dam, up in that area.
Bowling Green.
They're going to start off at 10 o'clock, followed by a Harpeth Run that's been there at the festival before. They're from down around Nashville. Luke Mundy from White House, Tennessee. We've, of course, known Luke's, watched him grow up. He's going to be playing at about 11:40. And then Kings Highway from up around Owensboro is going to play. Looking forward to them returning to the festival. Ridgetop Ramblers will be at 1:50, and then the Tennessee Mafia Jug Band will play at 2:40. And then, of course, Laverne, I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but Laverne will be there as our MC.
I'll be there.
And
Absolutely.
at 3:30, we're going to have an intermission in the music for about 30 minutes, and that's when we're going to have the VFW Post 2120 will be on hand to help with a recognition of the flag. Mayor Barry Faulkner said he'll be available to say a few words. We're going to have some special presentations. We'll fill folks in a little bit on why it's called Kilgore Station. And then we'll kick back off at 4 o'clock with Sassy Brown and go through the lineup again.
Awesome.
Wrap up around 9 o'clock. Might go a little bit later in the evening. And like we were saying a minute ago, we're going to head out there and set up a giant tent, even bigger than the one we've had before. So one big difference between having the festival in April, which we've always done before, and having it in August is we have shade because the leaves are on the trees. But at the same time, we're going to put up a giant tent thanks to the folks that set them up, Party Rentals in Greenbrier. And that'll give, extra shade if you need it, or if we had any rain, although right now looking pretty good for,
it looks good.
for the weekend. It's going to be a nice setup, so we're looking forward to it.
Well, and I think right there in front of the stage, it'd be kind of hard for the shade to be there, so that tent will take care of that.
Because
right?
it's a big open,
Yeah.
open field. A lot of folks will get up under the trees,
It's
kind
beautiful.
of at the top of the hill, and off to the side around the path. There's plenty of shade there, depending on what time of day it is.
Right.
And some folks have asked about bringing, umbrellas and small tents. That's okay. Just be considerate of your neighbors. Sit toward the back if you're going to have too much shade.
Well, it's like don't come in and get right in front of a group that's obviously been there before you and pop up all your tents and stuff and block them. Come on, don't be like that. Don't be that person.
So
but very good. I'm excited. It's always a lot of fun, and it's just a chance to see the folks. That's something we were talking about. I had Trent Cobb in here talking about the fair and how you just kind of come back together and you see folks.
Yeah.
And the bluegrass community is such a family. And when any chance you can get together and be like, hey, man, how you doing? And it's just a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun to see. And just to expose kids. My kiddo's talking about bringing his little ones out because the music's just got so much joy in it. And even the little ones that maybe don't understand the lyrics, it's just that sound. It's just got a joy to it that you just can't replace, man. It's just something, and I think we're all ready for some joy.
Yeah, absolutely. And
it's time.
I can't tell you how many times I've seen a concert advertised coming, and I think I don't want to get down there elbow to elbow with all those people. But David, you can comment on how Bluegrass Festival is just a completely different vibe.
Oh yeah,
You bring your lawn chair and spread out.
Yep, yeah, absolutely. I tell you, the festivals I've been to already this year. It's like coming out of the Corona situation. Everybody's just wanting to see everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody just to see how everybody's doing, and being able just to get down there and talk to people that you ain't seen in over years, just something.
Well, and it's kind of funny, something you said a while ago. You were talking about, we're going to do up in the barn like we did last year. No, we didn't. It's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years.
It's been
Every
two,
time we said last
long
year,
years.
Yeah.
It has
2
been.
years.
So that's just it. But it's like as soon as you said that, I was like,
nothing happened last year. Brandon.
Yeah, isn't it just amazing? And I mean, it feels like it's been forever.
Yeah.
So it's time, and I know everybody's. There's a lot of they canceled Friday Night Market next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
First Friday Night Market's been canceled, and we get that. And you can. This is in the open air. It's a big park. There's easy to spread out. You can come out and just be together and be a part too. So you get the best of both worlds. And with that said, Lee Marie made a very good suggestion that you got a lot of folks with booths and things like that were planning on going to the first Friday Night Market. Maybe they've got product that they've put together.
Yeah, I hate to I don't hate to say it, but if you are a vendor and you have stuff to sell,
Yeah.
call Cross Plains City Hall today
Yeah.
and see if there is vendor space left.
Okay.
It's 615-654-2555,
Do it again.
654-2555. And see if there is vendor space left at the Kilgore Festival. You might be able to come down and participate in that. And by the same token, if you were planning on going to the Friday night market, and we have a lot more room to spread out there for folks, so that they'll feel comfortable. It's a good fun time. You can get up and close as personal as you want it to, but you don't have to. You got plenty of room there at the Kilgore Park. That amphitheater is just something else. It's so. And I tell people the challenge of taking pictures of it is I want people to see that there's a good crowd there, but they're not all in one place. It's
Right.
not like you're at a Rolling Stones concert where you've got a mass of people. You've got people spread out. We have folks that have brought hammocks and hung them up in the trees.
Oh, fun.
So it's just plenty of room to wander. You can go down to the creek. There at Kilgore Park, and of course the city of Cross Plains made a huge investment in the future for the folks there by buying all that property across the creek now all the way up to the Valine Cemetery where we have the Thomas Kilgore Monument. So we're right on the edge of a huge park now, a future park. Thanks to the investment of the city of Cross Plains and their leadership there.
You can't say enough about how beautiful it is. It's just that bowl, and it's got that acoustic kind of feel whenever, and then just to hear that music coming up from that valley is so neat. And I'm kind of jealous that beautiful valley is not in the floodplain, because I live in a beautiful valley too, but it floods. It turns into a lake about 3-4 times a year.
It'd take a lot of rain to get any water up out of that creek.
Yeah, but it's just positioned beautifully where it's on the creek. You don't have to worry about the floodwaters and all that. But
I was thinking about taking a thermometer down there because I'm convinced it's cooler down there at the bottom. Because in April, that's what we run into. It gets cool fast in the afternoon, early evening, and it gets chilly. We won't have trouble being chilly this year, but it'll be nice and pleasant. First thing in the morning and as the sun sets on the park. And of course, like you said, we're in a bowl surrounded by tall trees, so once the sun starts to go down, it gets dark.
Cools off fast.
Of course, again, the city of Cross Plains has invested in lighting down there, so we've got great lighting. And just a comment to folks who've never been there before, we will have 3 golf carts running routes. So if you pull up to the parking lot, you don't have to park particularly close to the Kilgore Station Bluegrass Festival. There'll be golf carts circulating if you need help to take you down the path, but it's not a long walk if you're in at least as good a shape as me.
There you go. Exactly. But it's just a good time. And the ticket price that you pay on Friday night gets you in all weekend. So kind of why don't you, I tell you what, let me go ahead and do one of my ads here.
Okay.
And I got some folks walking around out there. I'm assuming they're my 7:30 guests. I'm not real sure, but sometimes we double book. I didn't think we did, but we've got some folks coming up. Laurie Riley, and I forget exactly who else is coming with them. Normally we have Ace Timbermeyer and Brian Pooley that come in at 7:30 on Thursdays, but they have stepped aside because we're going to talk about the opportunity for you to give and help those that were victims of the flooding up in Waverly. And so a community effort to assist there is what's going on, and they're going to come in and talk to us about that. And so that's what we've got on tap for 7:30. But in the meantime, we are going to continue our conversation with Barry Richards and David Mitchell all about the Kilgore Station Bluegrass Festival. This weekend I get to host it. I'm so excited. It's going to be we've been just anticipating this for a while. But as we pause for just a moment, I want to talk about Corbin Creek Greenhouse Gifts Nursery and Gardening Store. Keep in mind that this weekend is also the last farmers market, so you can go and check the farmers market out and then come on out to the festival. The Corbin Creek, they'll be there, and they will have all their CBD products, of course. And you can go and see them anytime. They're open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, Sunday from 1 to 5. And mums is the word. I talk a lot about the CBD because that is something that I was very skeptical about, that my doctor recommended, and then I found out the Corbins had Robertson County CBD. I started using it, and it's really helped me with my arthritis, and it may really help you as well. And if you want to check it out, Go to a source. Go to the source where you can get and know exactly what you're getting. And that's what you get at Corbin Creek. You get Robertson County CBD and you can get Robertson County mums. They are beautiful. They've got I've got to get the number of how many she goes to. She told me last year. It's just a crazy number of mums that they handle out at Corbin Creek, and they are ready to go just about. I'm pretty sure she's got some that are ready to go, but you can some people will go in and they'll get early mums and then to get that first fall blast of color, and then they'll get some later ones maybe on into October, but you can take those, and once they've kind of lived their life for this season, you can put them in your landscape. They'll come back next year. They're perennials, guys. And Amy can help walk you through how to make sure that you save those and that they come back next year. I'm not so good at it, but she's excellent at it, and she can walk you through exactly how to do that. They're open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, Sunday from 1 to 5. You can call them at 615-384-3185, 615-384-3185 at 4920 Highway 161. Good friends of mine, the Corbin Creek Greenhouse Gifts Nursery and Gardening Center. When you get by there, be sure and tell them that you turned Cinchen. I guess since Barry's sitting here, I really should have done your ad, but I will do that one before you leave. Okay. We'll do that before you leave. We'll do that at the bottom of the hour as you're making your exit. We'll do that and let you go. But I was just like, I wasn't even thinking. Of course, you did walk out, just as I was starting. So
Laurie's not here, but her son Abner's here, and Demetrius coming with him.
Okay, let me turn your mic up now. Okay, I had the wrong microphone up.
Laurie Riley's not coming, but her son Abner's here.
So that's who that was.
Yeah, that's Abner.
I was like, who is that person?
Demetria will be here with him in the next half hour. Sneak preview.
That's coming up at 7:30. Well, because what happens is every now and then we've double booked, because Lee Marie, my little producer, she's just so much fun and she's so much help to me. But she'll book somebody and she'll message me, hey, I've got so-and-so booked. And if I'm in the middle of something, I'm like, okay, then I forget to put it on my calendar. Yeah. And then I'll book somebody and it's like, oops. That doesn't happen often, but every now and then I was like, oh, who is that?
And speaking of sponsors, we want to acknowledge the great sponsors
pull that microphone up
that
to
make the Kilgore Station Bluegrass Festival possible. The Farmers Bank is our biggest sponsor for several years, and they're our biggest sponsor this year. We also want to recognize Joyce Hodges and Plexus for being a major sponsor. Myself and Rebecca with Exit Realty Garden Gate team are sponsors. Authentic Coffee, who's been a big supporter of us for years, as well as Thomas Drugs. Everybody knows Thomas Drugs, and they have been a supporter of the festival all these years. Northcrest Health. We're happy to have them back this year. Southern Benefit Administrators is one of our sponsors. Southern Heating and Cooling is a new sponsor this year, as well as Spot Cooler, and we appreciate their in-kind contributions. And also, at many of the years of the festival, we've received support from Robertson County Economic Development, and we've received support this year. We appreciate that very much, and it is a good economic development project because we bring a lot of folks into Robertson County from a big area, and we keep track of that, and we think it's benefiting not just Cross Plains but all of the area as far as bringing folks in. To spend money in Robertson County, but also just to let them see on the way in. If they come, from the west and pass through Springfield or come down through Adams or see some of the rest of the county, hopefully they'll want to spend some money on the way in or out, or come back and make another trip to Cross Plains when you've got time to, have an ice cream at Thomas Drugs and shop at Cottontown Bears and Gifts and eat at some of our local places. So it's a great project, brings a lot of folks in, and we're excited about it. So Friday night, all day Saturday, bring your lawn chair or a blanket. Bring a lawn chair. Or be prepared to stand. We do have some bleachers there, limited. Yeah. So, if you're just coming for a little bit or don't mind.
Oh, don't do that, because you're going to get sucked in, man.
You're going
to want to stay. Don't come and say, oh, I'm going to stay 30 minutes. You won't. You'll stay.
You will stay. And then you'll be sitting on the ground.
Yeah. So bring your chair, dress comfortably. You don't have to dress up, You probably I probably will go wash this and wear this all weekend. I'm just saying.
Oh, and we do have new shirts that just came in.
And they're nice. Yes. I've got one on. I love them. And I love
that's the first one I've seen.
Oh,
I have not.
Well, there you go.
There it is.
That
is awesome.
I love it. I love it.
Very cool.
And Lee Marie brought this to me yesterday. She goes, "Be sure and wear this." So I'm like, "Well, no problem." Excellent. So this is going to be my attire for a couple of days, But I got to just something you mentioned. I got to go down a rabbit hole real quick. You mentioned the hospital. Randy Davis. I talked to him via text yesterday. The closing on the hospital is Tuesday, y'all.
Oh.
The closing is happening. So the next Tuesday, that following week, second, the day after Labor Day, he's going to be in studio just to kind of update us.
Update us on
So
that.
just a quick little, since you mentioned that, that's coming up on One Street Over. That'll again be on the second. He'll be in here, but that closing is next Tuesday,
You
y'all.
should probably clarify what you mean by closing. When you
They're,
say
well,
this.
they're. I'm so glad you said that. It's been sold. They're going to be part of the HCA
Yeah,
group.
yeah.
So they're the closing of the purchase. I'm so glad you said that. Wow.
Randy appreciates
Did you
that.
hear One Street Over there?
Yeah. U-turns tell everybody.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That's funny. That's how you get in trouble on radio,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I'm so glad you were saying that. But where the purchase of HCA is happening with the hospital, that is all happening, finishing up. Let's say that.
Yeah.
It's finishing up on Tuesday, and then he's going to be in following Tuesday to talk about it. So, all right, guys, we got a few more minutes. Where do you want to
David,
go?
tell us
What do you want to talk
about
about? Come on, talk
tell
to
us
us.
about these bands that are coming up. You know a lot of these musicians better than I do. I've heard every single one of them at one time or another.
Well, we'll start with Sassy Brown. How about that? Sassy Brown, I met these guys up in Owensboro several years ago, and they are sort of spread out. They're from southern Indiana all the way down to Bowling Green. They're really good folks. They're a good band. They got good harmonies. They're fun to watch. Of course, Harpeth Run, I always enjoy watching Jack and them. And
A lot of folks don't, when they see Harpeth Run, they don't realize that's Jack on the bass, and then his
Right.
two kids.
Right, absolutely. His daughter and his son both play in the band, and they're really good. A good bunch of musicians, really, really fun. Of course, everybody ought to know Luke Mundy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I tell you, I went down and seen Luke down on Broadway. He's been playing a lot of them places down on Broad, and Luke is he's just knocking it out of the park.
Yeah,
That's all it
I
is
love
to
his
it.
voice, and man, he
is-
can play just anything.
Luke is just knocking it out of the park. He is doing a great job, and I'm glad he's getting to come up to the festival because he'll bring something different.
Yeah.
He'll bring something different, and it's just really, it's just going to be cool. And Kings Highway, Mark Hargris is out of Henderson, Kentucky. He heads up that group of people. They're fun. They're just fun. I follow them everywhere from Rosine to to Litchfield and beyond. I've followed them for years, and we've got together. And Mark puts on the big Kentucky Fried Picking
Oh,
up
okay.
at
the Hall of Fame?
Owensboro, and he's just been in the festival circuit for years and years. So me and Mark sort of get ideas from each other.
Yeah.
And he works us up there, and I'll work him down there. It's nice to know somebody else that's putting festivals on.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives us ideas what we need to do and this, that, and another. And of course, everybody knows Mike Armstead and Leroy Troy with the Tennessee Mafia Jug Band. They've been around for years, and they just recently got on the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah, I saw that,
I
yeah.
think you went down and done some filming, didn't you? Or
Well,
something?
I wasn't allowed to go to the Opry, but I went down to Mike's house.
I got you.
And that front porch at Mike's house is the next closest thing to the Grand Ole Opry down at Goodlettsville.
We've been playing some festivals with them too. Me and Mike sort of partner up, and Mike and them gives them one thing, and the Ramblers give them another.
Yeah,
so,
well,
so
and
that's the way we
I
do.
want to acknowledge Mike does this poster for us. He's done this
Absolutely.
for every year we've had the festival. He's done a completely unique
Wow, I didn't know
poster.
that.
And the biggest
I
problem
didn't
we have with
realize
these
that.
posters
Yeah.
is we hang them up at the grocery store and people steal them.
Yeah,
They're so cool. I mean, this piece of art, and I've got to be with
Yeah,
Dan right in the middle of it. Oh my word, that's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
That is the most beautiful poster. I just love it.
He
I
does
love
a
it.
great
Mike
job.
done a fine job with that. I
Yeah,
mean,
it is beautiful.
he put a lot of time and thought into that.
Yeah, like I said, with Dan right. I don't know, that just
Yeah.
that just anybody who knew him
Well, of course, David didn't mention the Ridgetop Ramblers. They've been there for every single year of the festival, and they put on a great show. And I tell people, and I've been asking David lately, when are y'all going to record something? When are we going to have a CD? And I don't think they ever will. I tell people they're the best band that doesn't have a CD.
oh, how funny.
I think we're just content.
Yeah, are you
I
now?
think they've
We're
waited
just-
long enough.
we're
CDs
just-
gone to the
We're
past.
just content.
Yeah.
You're going to put out an 8-track.
You know,
Well-
we play to have fun.
You put out an 8-track. Did y'all catch that?
Yeah,
we know what that is.
We're gonna go back to vinyl. That's
There you
right.
go.
There you go.
But well, they've recorded One Street Over because I got it, but
Yeah.
it's a digital file.
Yeah.
So I mean, y'all may have to put that out as a single because people want that.
You know, we've got other stuff recorded.
Yeah.
We just we get together and we practice every week.
Yeah,
And we're just like a band of brothers. We just get in. We just have fun,
that's awesome.
and to us, that's what it's about. And
Mm-hmm.
we just have a really good time.
Yeah.
And we don't have to have a CD to have a good time.
Tell a little bit about who's in Ridgetop Ramblers. Why don't you go ahead and kind of just
All
unpack
right.
that while we're
Well-
talking about them here as we wrap up. Just kind of tell us who all that is.
Well, the oldest one of us is Ed Mueller, and
Love Ed.
me and Ed's been friends for a long, long time. I guess now 20 years we've been playing together, but Ed comes from a long line of bluegrass. He at a very early age, he went with the Stonemans on the road.
Wow.
And he traveled before he was even out of school.
Yeah.
He was with the Stonemans. Then his daddy got a band up, the Mueller Brothers, and he traveled with them for years and years and opened for Bill and all. And Ed's the only one of us that's ever been on the Grand Ole Opry stage.
Oh,
And-
wow.
He played on Hee Haw.
Yeah, and Ed
was on Hee Haw.
Yep, Ed done the Hee Haw. So
Yeah.
But anyway, then I've got Jeff Story. He's our mandolin player, and Jeff's just a really good guy. He works down at Gibson so I mean he's got a guitar in his hand all day long.
Yeah.
So I mean he's just a musician's musician. He's incredible.
Yeah.
And
He's your mandolin.
and yeah, he's our mandolin player, and Jeff's the one that sort of keeps us all sort of straight musically.
Gotcha.
And of course there's Jeremy Wasink, and Jeremy is he's our bass player. Jeremy also works down there at Gibson, and he's a fine musician within himself. But Jeremy's actually from Seneca Falls, New York, and
I knew there was something different about him.
and he's from Seneca Falls, New York, and,
Okay.
and he's got a huge background in recording. He taught it at a college down there in Ohio for years, so
Okay.
he knows about. So we're just sort of rounded off. It's just the four of us. But
Then there's you.
Well, it's me and.
Talk to him about your background a little bit. Tell him.
I've been sort of playing since I was 12-year-old when my mama got my first guitar. But
Yeah.
but as a band, we've been together a long, long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's sort of unusual.
Yeah.
I mean, we have been together a long time, and but we just have fun, and it's just all about having fun for us.
Yeah, and it's obvious. It's obvious
So-
when they take the stage. Love my Ridgetop Ramblers. I'm just so honored that y'all let me use your song on the show. And it's
We
just,
appreciate you being the MC at the event.
Oh, I just
Absolutely.
love
So
it.
we want
I just
everybody to come out
absolutely
and
love
watch
it.
all this fun.
It's just my pleasure. It's a highlight of my year. There's no getting around it. It is a highlight for me because I love seeing the folks, and I grew up on bluegrass. I picked up the mandolin. I don't want to go play it in front of nobody yet, but I've picked it up, and I just like I said, there's something about bluegrass music. There's just joy in it. Now that's not to say we don't have some songs that'll take you down. There are some sad ones too, but it's just the sound of the music. There's just a joy there that you just can't hide. So I love it. It's gonna be a good time, y'all.
It's gonna be a
Come out
great
and check
And
time.
out
this
the
weekend,
Joy
and I'll be
Friday night.
talking about it. I'll talk about it tomorrow, of course, as well. And we'll just keep pushing it. You're going to probably see me in my bluegrass. I've got a whole bunch of these
The shirts, yeah.
the Kilgore Station shirts. So you'll probably be seeing me in this attire for a couple of days. Lee Marie and I both have been wearing it quite a lot, just to remind everybody, hey, it's coming up. So
Well, bring
thank
your
you
lawn
guys.
chair out Friday night, all day Saturday. $10.
Yeah.
12 and under get in free,
Yep,
and that's for
$10.
both Friday night and
An
Saturday.
entire weekend of great entertainment. $10, guys. Before you go, talk about Barry and
Oh, thank
Rebecca
you.
Richards with the Exit Realty Garden Gate team,
I'm glad to be
sponsors
here.
of One Street Over.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
He's here. Right
in
here.
person.
So,
Thank you very much. Thanks for letting us
absolutely.
sponsor your program and,
Oh, thank
and
y'all
for
for
what
doing
you
it.
put on the air. But I'm Barry. My wife is named Rebecca, and
Yeah.
Coincidentally, we happen to work together at the same company, Exit Realty Garden Gate team. We're licensed in Kentucky and Tennessee, and so we help a lot of folks that are looking on both sides of the state line. We market a lot of homes on both sides of the state line. That's our specialty, is bringing folks across the line. We belong to the multiple listing service in both Nashville and Bowling Green. So, folks that are looking for homes aren't, just looking on one side of the line or the other often. They're looking on both, and we feel like we can give them a greater exposure than just any other company. So
Awesome.
if you're interested in buying or selling a home, give us a call. Exit Realty Garden Gate team. We work out of the White House office, but we have 3 offices for our company, and we're excited to work with you. We'll be glad to talk to you.
And they're a great team because Rebecca's been at this a long time, and you are a marketer. You came out of a marketing career. You were a vice president of a marketing company, then went full time with
Yep.
real estate.
Absolutely.
And that's what I tell everybody. I say, when it comes to, if you've got a piece of property and you're hearing about how people are getting more than it's appraising for, people got to know it's for sale. Well, you need a marketer to make
Absolutely.
sure that people get their eyes on it. And you're the Zillow certified photographer, licensed and insured drone pilot, does those 360-degree virtual reality tours. So,
Becky's also a seniors real estate
Yeah.
specialist. She's going today to look at
Yeah.
an estate just because they're having to make decisions. But she can help anybody that's making those changes in their life as they
Yeah.
grow older. She's got a special set of expertise in that area. So
Well,
don't
she's one of
hesitate to reach out to her.
I say, she's been one of the first in the area to get that classification
yes.
too. So, and they've been up in Cross Plains over 20 years. They're one of us folks, Robertson Countyans. They, they're local and they specialize in Robertson County, but they buy and sell in the surrounding counties, across the state line up in Kentucky, like you
Absolutely.
said. Buy BUYRobertsonCounty.com is a way to connect with them. Buy BUYRobertsonCounty.com or sellwithbecky.com.
There you go.
Sellwithbecky.com. Barry and Rebecca Richards, Exit
And
Realty
come see
Garden
us at
Gate
the
team.
festival. We'll be there.
Absolutely.
We'll have a big tent.
That's absolutely. And we'll be at the festival. And anyway, I'll let you guys exit and bring the rest of them in as we just kind of talk for a minute. But just reminding you that the festival is happening this weekend. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Cannot wait. Hey, what time does it start tomorrow night? 5 o'clock. I can't remember if we said that, but 5 o'clock tomorrow night. At the festival, we're going to have the junior fiddle competition, all in memory of Dan Kelly, and it's going to be just a fantastic time. A lot of these bands that we have on slate I think I've heard them all except Sassy Brown, and it's going to be just a great day of music. People ask a lot about the song "One Street Over," and again, that David Mitchell plays on that song. Come on in here, and I was trying to figure out who. Come on in here and sit down, and Laurie Riley was supposed to be coming in, but she sent her youngin instead. So sit on right down there. And who else? Tell me your first name because I forget. Abner. This is Abner Herndon. And pull that microphone on in there. We got to pull the microphone in and talk and everything.
How's that?
That is perfect. So Abner Herndon, right?
Yes, ma'am.
We've met, haven't we? Have we met?
Yeah.
You're going to have to talk right into that microphone.
Could have
There you
been,
go.
yeah.
That's how
Sometime
those
over
things
here.
work. You got to,
Okay.
they go right here. So you're funny. But anyway, Abner Herndon's here. This is, Laurie Ace and Brian reached out to me yesterday and they said, rather than us coming in, because the United Way comes in and talks to me about all the nonprofit kind of things that are going on in the area. They said, we have got an effort to get relief for the folks that were affected by the flood, so we want them to come in and talk about that. So what is going on? I've seen some stuff on social media, but
Yeah.
I don't really know the ins and outs of it.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's definitely a lot going on. There's a lot of different companies who are creating their own list of needs, right? And that's something that's pretty valuable for folks that want to help to take a look at because each list is different. So there's the obvious needs, things like bottled water. That's one of the first things that folks tend to go and buy. And we've actually heard here recently that they're really good with bottled water for right now. They've had a huge surplus of that.
So when you say the communities that have been hit, they're saying, here's what we need, and they're sending the list out. That's good because, having been in broadcasting for a long time, sometimes when these relief happen, you get a whole lot of stuff and then you get overwhelmed and then there's like 5 or 6 things that you need desperately and people don't even realize it.
Right, exactly.
So that is so important that you take and ascertain that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the storage boxes and storage totes, something that for me, I didn't think about that at all at the beginning. One of the first things people tend to think about would be water and food, right? And those are very important. But, these folks lost pretty much everything that they have. So
Right.
you give them food and water. any other supplies, they have no way of storing it or organizing it to keep it and call it their own. So you think about bug spray, sunscreen, undergarments, those type things are also heavily needed right now. So I'm also going to talk about, I'm representing the Chamber of Commerce here today too, and their efforts. And they put out a video yesterday on Facebook. So if folks didn't catch that, I'm going to talk a little bit about that as well. But initially there was a drive from the Chamber to collect supplies through today. So bring all your supplies to the Chamber by the end of today in order to deliver them tomorrow to Waverly. The Chamber was contacted by some folks down there and decided to push that back some. So we're going to do a drive now until September the 13th. And what that's going to allow, it's going to allow more time for the folks in the Waverly area to sort through the donations they have so far. It's going to allow the search and rescue folks to finish what they need to finish, and then allow more folks to come in and help start to clean up. And we're going to try to fill a van trailer. So what we were going to do is fill maybe pickup trucks or a small enclosed trailer. But by pushing this back, we're going to try to rally the troops. Come on in, Demetria. Hey.
Come on in and sit down and join us.
We're going to try to really rally the troops, get a lot more folks involved, and ultimately try to fill a van trailer worth of goods to take down there.
Okay. And come on, Demetria has joined us. What's your last name?
White.
Demetria White is in, and we're talking with them about, talking to Demetria and Abner about the efforts to send some relief to the folks in Waverly that were so just devastating, just out of the blue. It was like this flood that just happened just without warning, and just devastated the community, devastated it. And having cleaned up after a flood in an area one time, actually after Hurricane Katrina went in, and when a flood everything's wet, and there are some things you can salvage, talking about the totes, and as they're trying to just clean up and say, okay, we can keep this, you having to sort through that. There's just so many needs, so many cleaning supplies, so much things like that. What say you, Demetria?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome.
Well, good to see everybody.
Yeah, same to you.
Good to see you too.
Well, mine is just a little bit different maybe than what's going on there. Just something that just kind of popped up. That everything seems to be going so well with getting everything planned with the Chamber. So that's just kind of for the here and now. We've got a local person that a lot of people may know that's actually the 4-H extension agent that's down in Waverly. She graduated a few years ago. She's young. From East Robertson, and then went on to Austin P, and then to Murray State, and now she's down there working with the 4-Hers, and her name is Audrey Fulton, and she came from a farming family that's in the Milldale kind of area, and her parents are Dave and Vanessa Fulton, and they are working with a couple churches, with the Milldale Presbyterian Church and with Williams Chapel Baptist that's there in Lamont, because they've just got a lot of family ties there, and they're getting things down there. Vanessa was taking a load today, and people can go to my Remax page or to Remax First Choice, and we've got a list there and could drop items off there. They're taking another load on Monday and just going to keep going back. I'll leave the link kind of here with you, and I'll have it out on my Facebook, and Williams Chapel will too. I talked to them last night and said right now one of the greatest needs that they've got is workers, that they've got 40 houses planned for this weekend that they're going to try and help to get cleaned out.
Yeah.
And I've got a couple phone numbers or a link with one of the churches down there, and our churches are working in conjunction. Her parents are taking things to a church that's down there, and they're working as a shelter, so they're just in desperate need of things. And like I said, I'll have that list, but basically Audra said if anybody wants to volunteer their time this weekend, I think, like I said, their goal was maybe trying to work on several houses, do as much as they can this weekend. So they need workers.
Do they have a number on how many homes were devastated by the water? Do you have a figure on that?
I've not heard that. I
don't know that either.
I don't know.
Because I mean, and going in, we went in after Katrina and cleaned out houses, and it's something like nothing you've ever seen, because I mean, it just, floodwaters take and just bunch everything up, and it's just in a pile, and you just sort through it and you find some treasures. That's one thing, you know, when you're going in to help people muck out a house, you need to be mindful that you may find something that's just I'm so glad that that's still here. And so it is an amazing responsibility to be able to go in and do that and help that. And I mean, very, very fulfilling. If you want to get some skin in the game when it comes to something missional, and you just really think, I've always wanted to go on a mission trip. Here's one in Waverly.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to go to Mexico. You don't have to go to Honduras or Haiti. You can go to Waverly and
So
get that
true.
and do exactly the same kind of stuff, and just absolutely be the hands and feet of Jesus, y'all. And really help them out, and it will forever change you. Just going in there and putting some love on people. So just
the stories are what really continue to motivate me to help. Whether it's gather supplies, I think I work for Farm Credit here in Springfield, and we're gonna put together a work day probably on Monday to work, because we have an office in Dixon, and so we've got a really good customer base down there, and the stories that are coming from that area from our customers are heartbreaking. There are century farms that have been in families for well over 100 years that have been raising cattle, and they have no more cattle. That's their source of income. What was a cattle pasture now is full of sediment, of creek rock, of maybe there's a house sitting in the middle of the field now. I mean, it's when you talk about cleanup, this isn't cleanup with a shovel and a trash bag. I mean, this is major cleanup with skid steers and backloaders, maybe bush hogs, whatever they need. It's big equipment kind of cleanup. One of the biggest stories that has stuck with me and really motivated me, and I don't know the family, I don't know the guy, but it was on the news. It was one of the earlier stories in this. The guy has 4 or 5 children, and he had to watch his youngest, and I can't hardly talk about it now without crying.
No.
But I watched it when I was sitting on the couch feeding my 8-month-old daughter, and just the thought of that, for him to have to watch his youngest child be swept away is absolutely horrible.
Yeah, it is just horrifying.
So it just right then it grabbed a hold of me, and I'm glad it hasn't left. It takes people that are gonna stay motivated and stay involved with them, because this is not going to be I think it sounds like this weekend they're going to allow people to come down there and start cleaning up. But this is going to be a long recovery. It doesn't need to just be an effort for 1 or 2 weekends. So I'm glad that we have the opportunity to come on and talk. I would encourage people to listen to the radio, watch the news, look at social media, because it's really catching fire now about the different lists and the drives. I also need to mention drop-off points. So if you want to drop off items, there's a lot of companies here within Springfield who are willing to take donations. A couple in particular be BS Brew Works, Remax, we mentioned that. Farm Credit Mid-America, they're on 41 north of town. The Chamber of Commerce is a drop-off point, and if you need to know more, feel free to call the Chamber. Right, they're definitely in the mix here and can tell you where to deliver items, what items maybe are needed. So give them a call.
Absolutely. And as you listen to the stories, it takes your breath away.
It does.
It's just an opportunity. I can't say it enough. We, as churches, a lot of us do foreign mission work. Got to look for the mission that's right in your back door. And these are our neighbors. They are devastated, and just get your youth group together, go down there and help clean this stuff up. I had not heard the story about the cattle. And I mean, of course, if a flood comes through and you've got cattle in the pasture, where are they going to go? Yeah. And I had not heard that story. And as a farm, I grew up on a farm, and wow, that's incredible. So I mean, just all kinds of things going on. But there's something for everybody to do, as long as you're able-bodied. You don't have to drive a skid steer, but if you can drive one, you have that heavy equipment. They need you down there. Get your truck, get your load, go down there, and I guarantee you they can put you to work. If you're a heavy equipment operator and if you're an excavator and can free up a couple of days, they need you down there.
Yeah.
And just put your groups together and make a weekend trip. Maybe stay. You could even go down and just stay the weekend, but stay maybe even I mean, how far is it? What is the distance?
Oh, it's roughly it's roughly an hour and a half. I mean, just to get in the area,
right?
I believe Waverly's pretty close to 2 hours.
Yeah.
When I go to our Dixon office, it takes me about an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So just kind of getting in the area, anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours down there.
There's hotels in that area that weren't a part of the devastation that you could go and get a hotel, make truly make a weekend mission trip out of it for your youth group, and really make a difference. Yep. You don't have to go very far, y'all, and it's just an opportunity here as kids are kind of getting geared up for school, just to remind them what it's all about and get them out there. So if you're able-bodied, consider going down and helping out and helping clean this mess up. And I just I appreciate so much all the efforts going in. What else have we got here that we need to talk about? Any other specifics? Come on into that microphone.
One of the immediate things is they're saying if you want to volunteer this weekend, there's a Dollar Tree down there to meet in the Dollar Tree parking lot. It's on West Main Street in Waverly. And just to come anytime from 8 a.m. or after through the day, and somebody will be at the Dollar Tree to help tell you where you could go to help the best.
Okay.
So the Dollar Tree in Waverly.
Okay, that's good. And I mean, you got to have that point of contact. But just, I got a feeling if you show up there with 20 people, they'll find something to do with you.
Right.
So get your church bus all loaded up and go down there and go see what you can do and get your hands a little dirty, but it'll change you forever. I promise you. So very good. If you got anything, we've got another 10 minutes too. While y'all just kind of pause and think about the things that we haven't talked about that you need to cover, let me go ahead and mention my last sponsor. We're going to talk about my friends over at Rice and Buick GMC. I was pulling through there yesterday. Man, they got a lot of pretty trucks sitting on that front row. And just that's the good thing about GMC and Buick. Even though there's a slowdown in manufacturing because they carry trucks, SUVs, and sports utilities, those are still the vehicles that are selling at a higher rate, so they're being produced at a higher rate. So they've still got, even though the inventory's down, you can still get exactly what you want, because Todd says if you're a person that likes to trade every year or two, he's anticipate when you're going to want to trade. He goes, come in and order your vehicle. And a lot of people that trade all the time never thought about really ordering a vehicle until now, and now they're seeing, if I can just kind of think ahead and say, in a few months I want to trade, go in, and this way you don't have to drive from lot to lot looking for that right color, that right package. You can order it. When it gets here, it's yours. So the pandemic has changed the trend on auto buying and auto selling, and he goes, it's not necessarily bad. It's just different, and we're still doing just record-breaking business, and they are just wanting to see you. They've got a great pre-owned lot as well. They're always looking for certified pre-owned vehicles that they can certify pre-owned, that can go through those multi-point inspections and give some kind of a little bit of a warranty on that. And they get vehicles in all the time that have low miles to where they still have some factory warranty left on them, and they're a full service dealership. They've got the service department to back up all that warranty, that warranty program. And the service department is open every single day that the dealership is open. Their hours vary from the dealership hours, but they're there to serve you and help you out. Monday through Friday, the dealership is open 8 a.m. until 7:30 p.m. Saturday, they're open from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. And I've got a great website as well, RiceOpenBuickGMC.com, RiceOpenBuickGMC.com. They've got leasing and financing options available that you can even start the application process online. They're awesome folks, great business to do business with. Riceman Buick GMC. Go by and talk to Todd and Courtney Riceman today and thank them for sponsoring one street over. Tell them U-Turn sent you. And back in studio, I got Demetria. I've got Demetria White. I've got Abner Herndon. I don't know where Brandon came from. But anyway, they're in, and we're talking about the opportunities that you have to really be the hands and feet of Jesus, y'all, and love on our neighbors up in Waverly that just have been devastated by the floodwaters. And just, I still am just trying to figure out what happened. I mean, usually you get some kind of a warning, and it just seems to have come out of nowhere. And I haven't heard a lot about that. I mean, have y'all? I'm just curious.
There's a story. It was actually a little bit of it was on the news this morning, thinking that there was a some type of blockage on a major creek or major river, kind of like a dam, and then you had that much rainfall in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
So the water was getting pushed back and didn't have its normal ways to flow through and get out of the way.
Yeah.
On top of, anywhere from 14 to 17 inches of rain in a very short amount of time. So, as far as discussing other things, we'll probably talk about it. Experience Robertson County's coming up, and stay tuned with what the chamber's putting out, because they're going to also coordinate these donations with Experience Robertson County. So if you're not familiar with that event, it's an opportunity to tour the county to some different stops across the entire county, different businesses, some pretty unique things. So keep an eye out for that, and then I'll just recap really what the chamber's decided to do, and I think a lot of companies are going to jump on board with this, but is a drive for these supplies. So September the 13th, the week of that, September the 13th, we're going to try to fill a van trailer, and a van trailer, of course, is a semi, so 53 feet long. It's going to be parked at the First Methodist Church on Oak Street. So that's where we'll be loading the trailer. Donations from now until then can be dropped off at a multitude of places. BS Brew Works, Remax, Farm Credit, Mid-America there in Springfield, the Chamber of Commerce itself. So we really want to try to fill that. I think we may try to get the schools involved, try to make it maybe a competition between the schools. We don't know. That's an idea. We don't know if that's going to come to fruition or not. But ultimately, we just want to show up and we want to show out, with a volunteer state, and that really means something. And they're our neighbors, and I think if folks are able, need to help out.
And you mentioned the volunteer state, and we show up and show out. And I don't know if you remember, whenever the flood happened in Nashville, the big flood, that was at the same time they had the attempted bombing in New York. And so we kind of got, I think that's the details. And so people just almost didn't even pay any attention to what was happening in Nashville. And then when they finally kind of turned back and looked, we'd already gotten it done because it's Tennessee. And so this is another opportunity just to show, like you said, show America what this state is all about. And there's a lot of pride in that. I'm Kentucky born, but man, I'm a Tennessean. I've been here longer than I was in Kentucky. And so just very proud of my state. And I just think that example comes to mind as I think about this is going to be a long process, but we're going to get this done quicker than anybody else can. Because we do. That's what we do here in Tennessee. Yep. You got something to add?
You were just mentioning Kentucky or Tennessee, but I think a lot of what you find in this area and in Kentucky too is a lot of people that have farming backgrounds or that they're used to hard work and we're used to the heat and those kind of things. Anyway, I feel like we're in the Bible Belt.
Oh yes,
most
in
of
the
us
buckle.
had good raising. So we just kind of know that's kind of what we're called to do, and it's just what we're supposed to do. And it's not that it's not good places everywhere else, but on the real estate,
but they're not as good as ours.
Well, on the real estate side of things, in fact, I'm working with a family that's flying in a little later today from Arizona, and they're coming by the droves from places like California and New York, and this is my first folks to help from Arizona. And but I hear that I always ask the questions of what's bringing them here, and that Bible Belt conservative views sometimes is the number one thing that I hear. They've just got to get away from some of the things that's going on there. So so the more I hear that, I've always thought, boy, it'd be neat to live in Florida or in Montana or but I've decided I like living in Tennessee.
Oh, I have.
We're the place to be.
We really are, and we've got a little bit of everything here. We've got just every kind of landscape. We've got every kind of opportunity. It's just the traffic reporter in me. Okay, when I did traffic. And you would see how everything kind of came together, the interstates and all that coming. And when we'd have bad traffic times, that's a visual that's just, etched in my mind for having done that so long, that we really are the center. We just have everything comes through here. And so it's just an amazing place of opportunity. And this is an opportunity for us just to show the world, again, Tennesseans get it done. Tennesseans get it done. So
Another thing that I wanted to mention this morning too, that I was just kind of hearing from conversation that I've had, was with needing the help. Another thing, several of the churches are acting as shelters down there, and one of those is the First Baptist Church there in Waverly, and another one is called Compassion Church. And you can find them on Facebook, and on Facebook, Compassion Church or Waverly First Baptist, they've got a link if anybody wants to just donate money, if they're not where they can maybe go down there. They've actually got some things on there too about the volunteering and needing help. But if they just want to donate, they've got a link, because there's a lot of those people are living there at the churches, and they're also trying to buy hotel rooms for some of these families as well, and so they've just got a lot of needs. So if anybody wants to do something immediately too, that's another way they could do that, is maybe look those up on Facebook, either of those two churches, and click those links and get that right there.
And that's an amazing. We had a fire up in Madison, and we were a shelter. Our church was for about a week for families that had been displaced. And you talk about an amazing opportunity, but you get exhausted very quick if you're working within. You get, just because it's just constant. They're there, and they just have constant needs. And well, where's this and where's that? And so these churches, man, they need your help, because they're gonna get worn out. Because we had a handful of families. I ain't no telling how many are in these churches. I imagine they're just kind of overran just about with all these displaced families. It's incredible. Okay, so just recap. Tell them again how they can, who do they need to contact, where everything is. Let's just kind of recap in case somebody's just coming in. But we're talking about your opportunities to help with the relief out in Waverly, be the hands and feet of Jesus to these folks, and just to show them what Tennessee's all about. So let's just recap. I'll let you go first, Demetria.
Well,
tell them again.
For just the here and the now, if you've got some things that you want to send, and we're asking for new things, not used, but and again, just you can go to Remax First Choice, and there's a list there of the things that we're trying to get together, but every just few days there'll be another load that's going down. And when I say a load, it won't be a big load like what the big plan is for later of what we'll be doing. It'll be just pick up truckloads and families that are taking things down there. And like I said, the first load went out this morning, and there'll be another load going out on Monday. And so just for the here and the now, if they want to do that, they can drop that off. They can drop it off anywhere. And but we've got stuff going on. If they can get it to Williams Chapel Baptist, or if they can get it to the Presbyterian Church there in Milldale, or at Remax, and those loads are going out. And then after this is over, then everything we collect will be going in the van trailer that Abner's talking about. But for this weekend, I just say, if you can head to that Dollar Tree in Waverly, get to the Dollar Tree, and they just say don't come before 8, and then from there they'll send you out. And
very good. So, and I'm assuming that'll be 8 on Sunday as well. Saturday, Sunday. I mean, it'd be an all weekend thing. Maybe that'll be yeah.
Well, and from a conversation that was last night that I had with Audrey, our Robertson County girl that's down there, she had just said, this isn't going to be something that's a one weekend kind of thing. Right. She said from things she's hearing, I mean, this is going to be a year long trying to get back to normal. So, I mean, if you can't come this weekend, don't think that you've missed it, because you haven't.
They'll use you later.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. I would imagine Labor Day weekend, they're going to be working. They won't be playing. They'll be working down there. So if you want to do something special Labor Day weekend, here you go. And a lot of people are off that weekend. So that'd be an opportunity for you to go down. So, and recap now where everybody can drop off stuff as far as getting ready to load this trailer. Oh, and it's 8 o'clock, but go ahead.
Right. So, yeah, and I'll do it quick. But we're doing a drive. I'm representing the Chamber of Commerce here for Robertson County, and we're going to do a drive for a couple of weeks. So, drop off any needs and anything that you are willing to donate. BS Brew Works is a place you can drop off. Remax up on the square. Farm Credit Mid-America, which is on 41 just north of Springfield. And the Chamber of Commerce itself. So we're collecting things now until the week of September the 13th. And we're going to start packing a van trailer. And that's going to be parked at the First Methodist Church on Oak Street in Springfield.
Very good. I appreciate you guys. And just keep in mind, the door's always open. We'll free some time up for you guys. If you have something special you need to come on, just reach out to me. Laurie knows how to get in touch with me. But anyway, just reach out and we'll get you on to make sure everybody knows what's going on. Thank you so much, Demetria.
Well, thank
Demetria
you.
White and Abner Herndon have been our guests talking about everything we can do to make a difference and be the hands and feet of Jesus as we love on our brothers and sisters and our family, our neighbors up in Waverly. Be a part of that. Thank you for being a part of what we have here one street over. This is 1100 WSGI. Have a wonderful day.